Hi, this is Ryder Keeping It Real, and we are reading through the Proverbs using the Proverb of the Day. It is November the 14th, so we're reading the 14th Proverb, and this proverb is entitled, Wise People Live Righteously. Here we go. Homes are made by the wisdom of wisdom, but are destroyed by foolishness. Be honest, and you show that you have reverence for the Most High. Be dishonest, and you show that you do not. A fool's pride makes him talk too much. A wise man's words protect him. Without any oxen to pull the plow, your barn will be empty, but with them it will be full of grain. A reliable witness always tells the truth, but an unreliable one tells nothing but lies. Conceited people can never become wise, but intelligent people learn easily. Stay away from foolish people. They have nothing to teach you. Why is a clever person wise? Because he knows what to do. Why is a stupid person foolish? Because he only thinks he knows. Foolish people don't care if they sin, but good people want to be forgiven. Your joy is your own. Your bitterness is your own. No one can share them with you. A good man's house will still be standing after an evil man's house has been destroyed. What you think is the right road may lead to death. Laughter may hide sadness. When happiness is gone, sorrow is always there. Bad people will get what they deserve. Good people will be rewarded for their deeds. A fool will believe anything. Smart people watch their step. Sensible people are careful to stay out of trouble, but stupid people are careless and act too quickly. People with a hot temper do foolish things. Wise people remain calm. Ignorant people get what their foolishness deserves, but the clever are rewarded with knowledge. Evil people will have to bow down to the righteousness and humbly beg their favor. No one likes a poor man, not even his neighbor, but the rich have many friends. If you want to be happy, be kind to the poor. It is a sin to despise anyone. You will earn the trust and respect of others if you work for good. If you work for evil, you are making a mistake. Work and you will earn a living. If you sit around talking, you will be poor. Wise people are rewarded with wealth, but fools are known by their foolishness. A witness saves lives when he tells the truth. When he lies, he betrays people. Reverence for the Most High gives confidence and security to a man and his family. Do you want to avoid death? Reverence for the Most High is a fountain of life. A king's greatness depends on how many people he rules. Without them, he's nothing. If you stay calm, you're wise. But if you have a hot temper, you only show how stupid you are. Peace of mind makes the body healthy, but jealousy is like a cancer. If you oppress poor people, you insult the Most High, who made them. But kindness shows to the poor. But kindness shown to the poor is an act of worship. Wicked people bring about their own downfall, but by their evil deeds. Wicked people bring about their own downfall by their evil deeds, but good people are protected by their integrity. Wisdom is in every thought of an intelligent man. Fools know nothing about wisdom. Righteousness makes a nation great. Sin is a disgrace to any nation. Kings are pleased with competent officials, but they punish those who fail. So that was Proverb 14, and that concludes all 31 Proverbs because we started this on October the 15th. So we've come so far in reading the Proverbs. We're going to go ahead and color some of these pictures, and then we'll be done. So 14:1 is homes are made by the wisdom of women, but are destroyed by foolishness. So that's good to know, right? It's she's kind of holding the home, right? And that's the wise woman, and the foolish woman is destroying her home. It doesn't make a lot of sense, though, does it? But you can see that play out in life. That does happen. They talked a whole lot about, how to be a good wife and not be annoying. So that's kind of what this means. Okay. 14:4. Without any oxen to pull the plow, your barn will be empty, but with them it will be full of grain. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer, right? So you have to have the equipment versus this man right here just trying to do it by himself. It's hard to do. So you need the oxen or the equipment to help you do it. Okay, 14:20. No one likes a poor man, not even his neighbor, but the rich have many friends. That's a no-brainer. That's true. Right. And it's like I was saying, when people think I guess have something that they want. Or they think you know something that they don't know. They won't want to be your friend. Even though deep down they may be jealous of you, they don't like you, right? I think that's actually a woman right there. And this. And so here's this lonely person over here. Nobody wants to be their friend. And then 14:31 is if you oppress poor people, you insult the God who made them. But kindness shown to the poor is an act of worship. Why? Because you don't have to help them. Because they can't do anything for you. Because there's obviously no benefit in it for you, except for the fact when you're helping them, you're helping the Most High. And it says that, in the New Testament. When you did it unto the least of these, you've done it unto me. That's kind of where that is coming from. So there's a lot of the similar themes throughout. Proverbs, like I said, they're like short little X posts or Twitter posts before there was something called Twitter. So we have come far. This is how far we have come. Let's go back to the beginning of Proverbs. How far we have come in 30 days. And it takes about 5 to 8 minutes a proverb. So it is something that's doable, right? This was when we started. This is all the proverbs we read. Proverb 1 about wisdom calling. Wisdom is a feminine. It's a woman, right? And then the rewards of asking for wisdom. Advice to young men, because Proverbs is written by Solomon to his son and young people. So it's a lot of advice to young people and advice to men. Talks a lot about staying away from adultery and problems it could cause. And then gives you lots of warnings about, what God likes and what God doesn't like. Right? Talks a lot about immoral women and don't get involved with them. They could ruin your life. And I remember, 8 was great. The praise of wisdom. It was just praising wisdom and how wisdom has been there since the beginning of time. And wisdom is the word. Wisdom is the spirit. And then a lot of contrast here between asking for wisdom and being stupid. And I really do like that word stupid because you never see it a lot. And then Solomon's Proverbs to his son about being righteous. He talks about the value of righteousness. And a wise son lives righteously. And how wise people are righteous. We just read that. And then it talks about the wise way to live. How, kind words are like honey. And then it keeps kind of going with how, wisdom's blessings comes from the Most High. And watch what you say. And then remember talked about how have gray hair or hoary head is a blessing. right? I don't know why we're dyeing your hair. It's a blessing to have gray hair. Consequences of being a fool. A lot of contrast between, having wisdom and being foolish. How fools live, and then how to avoid being foolish. All these instructions about, how God is, seeing what we do and hearing what we say, the path that we walk down, the contrast between the wise and the foolish, a lot of that. Um, Being kind to your neighbor, why you should be kind to your neighbor, living a disciplined life, advice for kings. So Solomon was a king, so he's giving advice to kings. Observations about fools, like how fools live. Observations about life, how to live a good life. Observations about, righteous integrity. There was a lot of that. And then these was no more advice to kings. Be a king and rule over people. And that was it. That was it. So we have a library of the Proverbs, all 31 chapters. So I won't be uploading every day anymore. I'll just kind of continue with reading the Bible, and we're on Sirach, the wisdom of Jesus, Ecclesiastica. So I'll be reading that and finishing that up. And Ezra's, we're going to finish Second Maccabees. We've got a lot to do to kind of get through the Apocrypha, or the hidden books, and then we're on to the New Testament. So hopefully that's helped people and challenged people to be able to read the Word first thing in the morning, last thing at night, versus scrolling on your phones. And then also, that is, if you're watching this, you get to this part of this video, you have a YouTube channel. You can record something. So until next time, it's Friday Keeping It Real.